Hi, everybody. Welcome to another fun, cool FPS. It's me, Yuni, playing Zan the Wizard Man. And I'm joined by a brand new playing companion.
Yes, hello. I'm Babble. I'm here playing uh Winn Chimes. Another magic man.
Indeed, this is a wizard game, and thus it is called Gee Whiz.
Yeah. Especially given their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Um.
so what should we start with what Xan is doing at the moment?
Zan, he's probably he's been researching something. He got contacted by someone that made him aware of like, oh, there's something I need to be looking up. So he's been doing his nerd thing and finally realized, oh, he probably hasn't stood up in 8 hours. um, when you get in that zone.
Yeah.
Um And so he's finally like standing up, cricking his back, and being like, "Oh, I should. I guess at some point it would be good if I saw sunlight today." um, so he's gonna go and have a sit in his garden.
Cool. Awesome. Fan freaking tastic. As soon as he leaves the house or goes out the door, would he like to make a perception check, please?
Cool, cool, cool. 21.
21. You absolutely see and hear in the distance what seems like a figure zooming at you from in the air. Um, let's see how fast he's going. Okay. And just use his dex to dictate how fast he's going. Why is it on cap locks? That's an 11. Hey, he's going a decent speed. Still faster than normally.
He is Newman.
He be Newman. Uh, you absolutely see a Newman figure at you, and you hear an incredibly excited, familiar voice that you haven't heard in a few years. Screaming, Zan!
There's confusion and alarm, and then surprise, and he's just going to like step to the side so before there's a horrible crash.
Make me a dex save.
Yay! See how this goes. 10. I might not do it.
Uh, I'm gonna make an acrobatics to see if he can.
Oh my god.
You get tackled, Zan.
Oh, good. Oof, as they impact.
Well, you now have an excited uh, Winn has tackled you.
It's just kind of lying there stunned, and staring at him.
Hi, Zan. Hi. Hi. I haven't seen you in a while. I missed you. How are you doing? Where have you been?
Oh, when? Goodness. It's, I, well, it has been a long time. Hello, I've been here mostly.
I'm gonna get off of you.
Um,
Hold on. And he absolutely moves
yeah.
to get off of him.
Zan gets gets himself up and dusted, but he's still just like staring at Win in basically amazement of, oh my God, how hi, how are you? And he's just like he's having trouble processing. It's like oh my God, it's been a very long time since he has seen you.
When Sam looks over at Winn has absolutely done the Ghiblian hair floof, and he has the biggest, most dorky smile on his face. He's doing the hand flappies. He's also vibrating because he is trying to resist just hugging the absolute peck out of Zan.
Once Zan is, back on his feet, he will absolutely give Win another big ol' hug. Just it is, my goodness, it's incredible to see you.
It's awesome to see you. I have missed you so much.
Sorry, I lost contact, but I'm amazed you were able to track me down out here. Please, come in. Come
Well,
in.
somebody at the hall told me that uh, you were back, and I thought you were dead. But
Uh,
I'm.
yeah, I think that was a common assumption. It's
But
a long story, but
as soon as I found out that you weren't, I kind of got a letter this morning that you weren't. I figured you'd be here, and so you look at Winn. Winn is still in his PJs. He seems to have haphazardly put on his little flying shoes and he just booked it immediately.
Oh my gosh, sweet boy.
And he's absolutely
Uh,
following Xan inside.
and Zan just keeps on kind of like looking back at him again with like just this sort of difficult to place sense of awe and amazement. He like uh pulls a chair for you at his kitchen table and makes you some probably coffee actually. He doesn't make you his awful tea.
uh, he complies with both of those things, but he doesn't drink the coffee at the moment. He needs to calm down a little bit first because he is absolutely still like fidgeting in excitement.
Fair, very fair. And um Zan sits down with a cup and he just goes, it's been so long, I don't know. I'm sorry. Was I was not I didn't know how to contact you when I got back. I sort of thought I couldn't, but it's been you just tell me everything. How is your husband?
Um, we're good. Uh, we hold on. Wait, no, I can't. I don't have my hat. Crap. I don't even. Oh no, I don't have my wand either. You know what? It's fine. I don't need those things to tell you about my daughters. I adopted 4 daughters.
Four. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my goodness. Did
Might maybe be adopting 2 boys soon. Don't worry about it.
oh my good. Oh. And he like I'm not gonna make you like list off all of the details if you don't want to, but he's gonna be like, tell me their names, tell me their ages, tell me everything. Like like right away, you just going into like excited, tell me about your children mode, and eagerly listens to everything you have to say about
Oh
them.
God, I had the list of their names, and
Then absolutely, absolutely.
I have to find it again. I don't have it on me.
um, but yeah, as startled and kind of amazed that as Zan is that you have arrived as soon as like as soon as you start talking, he is just rapturously listening.
Oh God, and when he has so many stories to tell about the girls, and he also has the story to tell about how he literally stumbled upon the boys that he is planning on adopting. The thing with Winn is that he's a klutz as much as he is Dexy. He is not smart. He gets his nose put in a book and he's gone. Just poof. Goodbye, world.
I mean, that is not uncommon for their line of work, really.
um, but I believe after he tells those stories, um, he is calm enough and he starts drinking the coffee, but he looks at you, Xan, and hmm, hmm.
It is probably also like at all the while listening to Win talk, he's like put together some sandwiches or something.
Okay, that's a 15 in deception.
Oh boy. Um, Dan's passive insight is 13. Oh,
If you wanted to contest it, you could.
all right. Let's see.
And I feel like I should give you advantage because you know when.
It's true. That won't do it. But nope, no dice.
No, no, he's just excited. Excited to see you.
Mm.
So, what have you been doing um all this time? How have you been?
Oh, um, well, I sort of, was off the grid for a few years there. Wasn't in the best circumstances, but things have gotten much better since then. In the last year or so, I made some very good friends who helped me get back on track. I've been doing a lot of research on transformative properties of Toonkind, and recently met someone very interesting. Asked me to look into demon possession issue that has been taking up a lot of my research time. But um, you know, otherwise sort of the usual with me: reading, writing, um, sewing.
Do
You
you?
know me.
Well, yeah. I mean, he pauses for a moment. He wants to say something, but I don't think he has the courage to say it. You are my mentor. Yeah, still, I
I
still see you as
mean,
that.
I I certainly I got you started, but let's not kid ourselves. You were always much more capable than I ever was.
Stop that.
I'm
Stop it.
simply
I'm not.
speaking facts.
No!
I'm not trying to put myself down. I am simply saying your talent was like unlike anything I've ever seen before or since.
You. I wouldn't have shined as much as I have if it weren't for you.
Well,
So, and he gets up and he very gently tackle hugs um,
hmm,
Xan from behind. He's very affectionate with Xan in particular, and just a gentle, soft hug. So there.
well,
Suffer under the fact that I love you.
you torture me. He laughs and it like it's a you've hugged him from behind, but he kind of reaches around to give you a ruffle on the head. Um, and I want when just like a general insight check.
Oh boy, insight is
Oh
best
boy.
stat.
Insight is the name of the game. Oh,
Oh!
that's a 20. That's very good. Okay. So, yeah, you know Zan. You have known him for a very long time. And you got to know him very, very well in the time he was working as your mentor. Um, but one thing that is distinctly different in the years since you last saw him is he just he seems a lot more relaxed. Like before, he was just very tense, very tightly wound, very anxious, and you know, for the intervening years, it seems like he is much more at peace than wherever he was when the two of you first met.
I think he was probably like kind of staring at Zan, kind of giving him a read.
Mhm.
So, like, after a bit, he just softly smiles, and there is a bonk.
Goes, oh, well, what is that for now?
Because you visibly look so much happier than the last time that I saw you.
Well,
And I want you to be happy.
I think I finally found where I fit.
My god. the the fluff and the sparkles that emanate from from when he says that. He looks up. There is a burst of freaking Ghibli and sparkles. The hair does a big poof, and he excitedly bounces up and down and he says, tell me about it. Tell me, please, please."
um, and said, he'll look a little bit awkward, a little bit sheepish, haha. And um, he'll sort of go into this just. I I spent so long trying to make the shape other people wanted me to be, and I've just had a much better time looking to figure out my own shape, as it were. I've been able to make things and get to know people and I guess let them get to know me in the last year or so. I oh, it's a shame you came when he wasn't here. Um, my
What, you got a boyfriend?
no, no, nothing like that.
He says it half
Um,
jokingly, because he doesn't know.
well, as far as that is concerned, he doesn't right now. But but he goes, no, no. I dear dear companion, Link, you would love him. He has been a wonderful, wonderful friend for the last year, and he is just an absolute wonders around here. If you can believe it, this place was full of people. Now more than a month passed. Just recently had a change of circumstances, but it's just been, having people around. It's not something I'm used to, but it's quite nice.
It, do they feel like family?
Well, Link certainly. The the others, they were always very important, very special friends, but there was always the knowledge that they would have to go their own way in the best case scenario. Um,
Well, sometimes people gotta leave the nest. I mean, but what I mean is, that I don't have the words to explain exactly what I mean. But does it feel right to have them around?
he takes a second and but he's smiling as he goes, yes, yes, it's been very nice. It's been right. Well, the people themselves are right. I suppose the circumstances that led them here always cast a shadow over it. They shared a mutual curse that I was working to undo for them.
Hmm.
And as much as I enjoyed spending that time with them, there was always the stress of whether or not I would be able to fix it. And every moment they stayed here longer was more awareness that I was letting them down. And once we finally made that breakthrough, it was wonderful. It was joyous, and it was also very sad to realize that we would be no longer staying together. But of course, they did not leave without a word, and you know, we'll always be in contact. You know how much I love writing letters.
Ye. And once again, you have another hug. Xan,
Mhm.
he hasn't seen you in so long. You are getting a
He's
bunch of hugs.
every hug is welcomed readily and held very tightly.
Uh, you still do bookbinding, yeah?
Of course.
Um,
Don't you?
yeah, sort of. I haven't had much of a chance as of recent to do a lot of it.
Hmm.
Um,
Well,
but
I think I have some supplies around if you would be interested.
you, actually, before I came here, and he pats, the pockets of his, his sleepwear, and he pulls out, um, some new pieces of fabric for Xan. Um, I weaved these a couple weeks ago. Didn't know what to use them for. Um, but immediately when I got that letter, I thought Xan would love these, and so here you go.
And Zan takes them almost like reverend, like not just from the back, like pretty cloth, new cloth, oh, but also it's just like, oh, you got me a present. Oh, he's having a big feel.
um, and he pats the other, pocket, and even though like it's not his hammer space, he's also still a tune. He pulls out a
Mhm.
box that has, some sweets in it. He says, I may or may not have also stopped by a bakery before coming here. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
And he just like hugs you again. Oh, wait, I miss you so much.
I missed you more. And, guess what? Now that I know that you're still here, guess who's gonna be visiting more often? I am going to annoy the ever loving daylight out of you, old man.
You never could. Unfortunately, you are always and eternally a delight.
Ah! And he covers his face, which has absolutely gone red. I'm not gonna make you roll an insight for that. I try to be a little shit and you just completely destroy that.
uh, Unfortunately, you cannot escape the fact that I adore you.
Ah!
Zen like he gives him a little little pinch on the cheek of just like haha.
No! I still have fat from there. Why would you do this? I can't believe you've done this. He is going to try to like float up a little bit and just hug him from behind with his arms around around his shoulders, just like ha! Catch me
Oh,
now.
no, I've been caught. I suppose there's nothing for it I can do at this point.
Suffer.
Yes, I know. It's been a bit. Well, and he's got you like hanging from his back like a freaking koala. Um, and he murmurs to himself for a second as he runs his fingers across the fabric you've given him. He goes, "Well, if I cannot get rid of you, and then he starts just sort of awkwardly making his way with you, like hanging off of him
Yeah,
to his workroom.
he is absolutely just letting himself be dragged. He doesn't want to let go. He wants to make it as funnily difficult for Xan as possible while it being affectionate.
And finally he gets to like the armchair where he usually sits. It's like, oh, I guess I just, and he's gonna like sit down on you.
No! You rude! And he is like flailing a little bit, not with an intent to hurt, just like, get up!
What do you say?
Get up!
What's
Please!
the magic word, my wizard boy?
Please! Please get off of me! Uncle!
There we go. Yes, aha. I am still the most powerful wizard with the most powerful booty.
Winn is dying on the floor laughing. Oh my god, I can't believe you've done this. I've been betrayed by my mentor. Yeah.
Uh, and as both of you are giggling uncontrollably, he like sets the cloth down on like a desk and like he's starting to get out some materials, but he's just like, oh my God. I cannot believe how long I have gone without hearing your laugh. It's been, oh my goodness. I don't No, I don't think I realized just how much I missed it until just now. Uh,
I. Mm, mm. Uh, he's just gonna ruffle through his pocket again because it doesn't end, and pull out his special calligraphy pen that he uses for the covers. He is not going to respond to that other than with just like a gentle headbutt again.
mm.
I don't think he has words, and he doesn't want to ruin the mood.
Zen, he gets it. Um, he just sort of is a little step aside for letting Win uh work do as the saying goes, work his magic.
Um, should we roll performances, or what would it be?
Mm, um, God, what would it be to
Make thing.
make thing roll? Yeah, I guess either sleight of hand or performance. Those are the same for Zan either way, so.
I'm gonna go for performance because that one's higher for Winn.
Fair enough. 15, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
the 13th. Yeah. You guys just sort of you fall into a rhythm. And like you said, when like you haven't done this for a while, it's been a bit. It's been a while for Xan as well. Like he sometimes, did bookbinding for putting together new notebooks and journals, but he hasn't like gotten into it for a while, but it's just like, yeah, being together for the first time in so long and then just immediately falling into this comfortable silence of winding the string and getting the um little like metal bars to hold it together and binding and gluing the fabric over the covers, and it's just this quiet appreciation of yeah, making this thing, making it more permanent.
Yee. And I'm going to roll sleight of hand for something because Winn's going to be a little shit.
Hmm.
That's a 12.
um Zan will probably notice.
Okay, you absolutely see Winn take a dip of um very specifically he takes a dip with his calligraphy pen of um ink that won't hurt anybody and just poke Zan with it before going back to what he was doing. He drew a little smiley face.
I'm gonna real quick, just in case. Roll okay. Um, and Zan being a little, he's feeling especially soft and gooey right now.
What baby?
Um, he's gonna like at a certain point he'll do the dad thing of like you'll have a bit of when has a bit of an ink smudge like on his nose while he's working, and Zan like pulls out a handkerchief and to like wipe it off of him.
What? Ah! What are you doing?
Just hold still a moment.
I will lick your
Um,
handkerchief.
I would not recommend that. It has seen some things.
You know what? That really wouldn't be smart, and I should probably learn from my mistakes.
I'm gonna I want Zan to roll something real quick there.
Go for it.
Ugh, an 11. Probably not good enough to pick up on the underlying meaning there.
Uh, Once again, I'm gonna give you advantage because you know this boy. You know the antics that he can get up to.
True. Nope, that's worse.
Caught up in the moment of soft.
It's true. Um, he may though take a moment and, as he's wiping the ink off your nose, and there's a moment of silence before he goes, How how is your eye doing?
Oh, okay, awesome. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
That's an 11. I don't think that hides it very well. There's a moment of shock and then dawning, and that kind of moves to acceptance that he knows that he's been caught, because, Zan knows.
Xan knows.
Uh,
Like there's a moment where he like in the pause and he's like, I'm sorry. If you don't want to talk about it, then I shouldn't have brought it up.
um, I, well, I mean, you know, and you know why I don't, uh, he does lift up, um, as he takes off his glasses, he does lift up the part of his hair that covers that side of his face. And, there's just, there's just a scar that's really old and pretty bad where his eye used to be. I'm not gonna go further into detail because angst rating, but also
Yeah.
I don't have details. It's just
And yeah, Xan will just be sort of like gently holding Wynn's hand.
it's been stinging lately, but that might be because of nightmares coming back. I it it'll be fine eventually. It just gotta. It's something I have to do for. Yeah, I.
Um, I know that there's only so much I can offer with a moment like with something like that, but we are we are at least good at dealing with nightmares if you would like me to put something together, get you some better sleep.
Maybe. I don't know if they would be able to help with nightmares caused by my own stupidity. And he looks
Xan
down at
just
the ground.
Xan, you know, he sort of like brushes the hair out of Wood's face a little bit and goes, no one deserves nightmares, no matter what caused them.
I. Are you sure? Because I'm. I did something so stupid. I did something so stupid. And then I came across him. I had been looking for him for I don't know how long. It, and of course, it's only after I did the stupid thing, and then I. And then I did something even more stupid. I didn't tell him, he doesn't know.
When when this isn't just about smart and stupid things. This is about you and him and everyone in your life, and it's not being not ready to say these things out loud.
Xan, I'm level 1.
What?
I
And hold on, there's like a brief sort of like confusion, and then a sort of pulse of magic, and his expression just like looks both confused and very concerned and a little alarmed. But how did this what
I
happened?
so you would know that I have been looking for my nephew for I don't I've lost count of how many years now. And I thought that I had a lead in an old crypt that uh, my family had, and I did a very stupid thing, and that that you taught me better to not to do. I touched I touched an artifact that I didn't check for curses first, and it
Oh, Winn.
knocked me down to level 1 again.
Oh, Winn. He just bites at his lip and then pulls you in for another hug, and he goes, "Oh, you're right. That was very stupid."
I know, I'm sorry.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you're okay though.
I mean, and I'm fine. I'm pretty sure I'm fine.
He finally like after hugging you very tight for a minute, he sort of pulls you back and he looks you over and he goes, "Well, it's as I said, our magic is a part of us, and you may not be able to reach as much of it as you did before, but it's still there and it's still you, and you'll be able to get it again. You've never let something like this stop you."
I want to make an insight roll.
Go for it.
Like
Yeah.
he doesn't really have his glasses on, and he has been slowly losing his sight, so everything is kind of blurry at the moment.
Yeah. Well, is Xan is he's got his hands holding your shoulders and he's very warm.
um, Good news. I found my nephew.
And how did that go?
He doesn't know who I am yet. I don't know how to tell him, but spending time with him has God. And I think I understand how you felt, the overwhelming affection and the desire to just see him flourish and bloom. He's he's brilliant. He's so brilliant. And I don't know how I'm going to be able to teach him the things that he deserves to know. But I want to, and I'm going to try. I hope that after I tell him the truth, he doesn't hate me.
He's as incredible as you say. I don't see how he possibly could. I don't know if you know this, but you're very likable. And he sort of like he takes one of Wynn's hands, both of his, and just like holds it very, very tight and goes, the most important thing about teaching someone and being there for them, it's not about everything you know, it's about being there for them. That's what makes the difference. That's what they'll remember. And you have been looking for him for so long.
I wasn't there to stop things that she might have done.
But you can be there now. It's so easy to get caught up in the things we should have said or should have seen or should have been there for. The fact is that we have now and we have what's next.
I'm gonna make a thing. This is gonna be a disadvantage because Winn, dear God, this is a lot. Alright.
2 21s in a row.
Okay, buddy, alright. I think even with that 21, that's not enough to stop him from tearing up. Because this is a lot of emotions, and God, has he missed Xan so much. Xan, you get, like, he practically jumps in your arms and buries his face in the crook of your neck. You have a Winn clinging to you.
He just holds his Winn very tight. Just sort of like does that thing where it's like you've got your head in his chest and he's got his chin on top of your head and all nuzzled up. Because oh, when he knows Winn has been through some horrible, horrible things, and he just wants to be a safe moment for this boy.
I'm gonna roll 1d2 now. You hear a small croak of Winn, and it is dripping with "I'm being a little shit when I say this" energy when he says, "How does it feel to be a grandpa now?"
Let me to have roll something real quick. Um, gives a little. Um, uh, you just like, if possible, hugs you even tighter. He goes, well, you'll have to, you'll have to introduce me. I'm afraid I haven't been able to pinch their cheeks yet.
Well, they'll be home from school in a couple hours.
Oh,
And
um,
I know Payne is dying to see you. He doesn't know yet. I forgot to tell him. I just zoomed out the door. He's probably wondering, where is my husband gone? It's fine. He'll know when I go home. Um,
oh, oh my God. And there's a moment of being, ah, right before that. I should probably introduce you to someone as well. I don't think I've got properly introduced. Um, hold on a moment. And his girl for a second, and then you like hear inside of your head like his voice going knock knock,
Winn looks around, bewildered for a moment before saying hello out loud.
and Xan like outside he goes, this this might be a little strange, but I promise it's all right. And in your voice, you hear a voice go, "Oh my God, I finally get to say hello. Hello, dear. Wait, oh my goodness. I've been listening to everything this whole time, and I've been so excited to meet you, and I finally get to say hello. You never let me say hello before. Hi."
um, so you know how I don't know if anybody's seen How to Train Your Dragon, but you know how there's this moment where Toothless just kind of looks bewildered and steps back a little bit as he's just watching Hiccup do some weird shit. Yeah, Winn is kind of doing that, but like with really wide eyes of just, oh, what the fuck?
And Zan is sort of he's giving this awkward smile, and he's like, so Winn, this is my, I guess, sister, sort of. Her name is Nari. She goes, yes, I'm also a parasite living inside his brain, but don't worry, it's all very consensual. We're bonded for life. I've been here the whole time, but he was just being a bit of an asshole when you first met him, and he wasn't letting me talk to anyone. But we're much we're on speaking terms now, and now I'm on speaking terms with you, and we can talk all the time if you want to. It will be great.
One sec. Okay, that's a +5. Okay, his mind doesn't completely shatter. That was an intelligence shit saving throw to see if you could comprehend what is going on.
um
Um, he takes a moment and his hands are kind of in a prayer thing in front of his mouth while he processes what is going on. And then he looks up at Xan with just his eyes before um, doing the boy gesture and being like, Dad, what the fuck?
and he laughs a little again, a bit awkward. He goes, I know it's a lot. She's she's a lot. She goes, yes, I'm the exact right amount. Thank you. Yes, I, well, oh, where to even start? Uh, she's, um, she's a creature from the dream dimension who, has been psychically speaking to me for the entirety of my life. But it took a few decades for me to be convinced that I wasn't just insane. um, you might say the jury is still out a little bit. She goes, "Oh, I absolutely do, but I'm very real. Don't worry." He goes, "But she is part of me, and she's my best friend. And sorry I didn't let you know about her back then, but I figure you deserve to know now.
You said her name was Nari. Nari, I'm
Uh,
gonna tell you right now, I have no idea what I'm gonna do, but if you hurt my dad, I'm gonna do something.
she just like, oh my goodness, dear. I am the only reason he hasn't died. Like, I don't know how many times. Zan, how many times has it been? He goes, I don't know, Nari. I haven't been keeping track. And she goes, well, I have. It has been precisely 12 times that I have saved your sorry behind. Don't you worry, dear. Whatever he is distinctly incapable of handling for himself, I have been here to look after him. And let me say, if I had not been watching this whole time, I would be saying the exact same thing to you. So I appreciate the protective instinct, but I also know that you're an absolute darling, and so everything is well. I'm very excited. I've always wanted to say hello.
Okay, well, now that we have that out of the way, hi, hello!
Hi!
Well, I mean, it's good to finally know why Sand was talking to himself.
Yes, as you might be able to pick out, she's she's not always very easy to ignore, and she goes, well, you did your best, didn't you? But I persevered. He was trying to pretend I wasn't here. Can you believe it? Can you believe anyone would be so inconsiderate? Stuck
Uh,
with me. And if you are dead set on having this big nerd back in your life, then you are stuck with me as well. So I hope you are excited for that adventure we are sharing together.
cool, I have two big nerds.
Darn tootin' you do.
Winn does not seem to really mind either way. The way that he looks at it is very much so like, cool, I have two big nerds.
You have a dad, and you have your auntie who is an invisible tentacle demon.
He does not mind. But he is going to be a little shit to both of you now. He's going to be like, so, about the
Oh,
fact that now you're both grandparents.
it is, yes. You have gotten to properly meet my family finally, so now I would love the opportunity to meet yours. And also maybe you could have the opportunity to change. And looks at like it is afternoon at this point. You're in your pajamas.
Yeah, that. As he looks down at his pajamas. There are absolutely teddy bear slippers, by the way.
Of course.
um, let's see the time. They should be home in about maybe. Oh god, they should actually be home now. Everybody's probably freaking out, wondering where I am. Do, do you wanna uh do you wanna fly? Do you wanna come with for
Oh,
dinner?
goodness. What do I just?
So I'll take off one of my boots and you can put it on, and then um we gotta. So he flips over one of his boots, and on it is half of a sigil. So how
Mhm.
it works is that you have to put the two boots together to fly, and it's only then that you're able to do so.
Zed stares at it and then stares at Winn. He goes, seems highly inadvisable. Nari in your head goes, oh, this sounds incredible. Do it, do it, do it.
We should totally do it. Come on, let's do it. I'll put one on. We should probably switch so that way when we click. Well, we'll have to click toes, not heels. But yeah, we fly, and it'll be a grand old time. Don't worry about it.
Oh. Zan just like takes this deep breath and he goes, oh, you're lucky I love you so much. It's like, all right, fine.
I mean, that was your choice and mistake.
I must live with the consequences.
Let's go. And Winn bursts out of Zan's home and is absolutely just vibrating, waiting outside for him.
And Zan takes a deep breath, ties his hair out of his face because he feels like he's going to need full use of his eyeballs, and follows after.
And I'm going to make. Should we make Dex checks or Dex saving throws to see how well this goes in the end scene?
I think it would be just probably a dex check.
Alrighty. Let's see how well this goes for the end of this.
Winn, no.
He's not used to flying with only one of them.
Oh, for the people playing at home, Winn got a nat 1.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so I think maybe for like the very end, it starts off really well with the two of you super close. Um, but then I guess when kind of like he loosens up because he is starting to feel like he's familiar with how these work. He's starting to feel the magic kind of separate, and he tries to uh, keep the sigils together, but he misjudges and accidentally his foot accidentally goes over Zan's, and they trip.
They just freaking trip in the air and do a awkward tumble. Um,
um, Thankfully, it's a really pretty soft field just before um, the little atelier that Winn lives in with his husband and daughters. And as soon as they land, even though it's haphazardly, uh, both Flamingo Payne, Wynn's husband, and the four daughters all burst out from the home. And you are greeted.
for the moment, Zan manages to hold back tears as, oh my God, there's a family here. There's a whole ass family right here. And he just greets them with the widest, warmest smile he can offer and goes, "Oh, I've heard so much about all of you."
The girls are climbing all over him, and they want to play with his hair. They want to like twirl him around because of his robe. They're asking him bunches of questions, you know, as children do.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And one of them absolutely asks, "Are you our grandpa? Are you our grandpa that Dad won't shut up about?"
Zan goes, "I suppose I am." And he's just like, "I'm sorry I wasn't able to visit sooner."
uh, you get a hand on your shoulder from Winn as he just opens the door for all of you to come inside. And Payne is trying to pull the girls off.
um, Payne might be successful at getting some of them off, but like two of them, Zan like scoops up in his own arms and carries them in.
I think I think that's a wonderful place to end the
I think so
appearance.
too.
Just
Big soft, big feel, big nice.
me. Just the softest. Oh, thank you for listening,
Yay!
everybody.
Thank you for